At the very start of the episode, we witness the stream on YouTube begin and make an announcement.
Howdy, you guys.
I have 700 today.
So, we are celebrating, and today I have this classmate of mine who runs the Beauty Tips channel with me in the lunchtime live stream.
Tarumi says,
I'm also new to YouTube. I request your support as well.
Could you please inform our viewers about your channel?
I provide makeup tips to students, demonstrating them on my face.
And I hear that you have brought a model with you today, which you are going to show to our viewers.
Indeed, you're correct. I've achieved fantastic results with this model's makeup.
and then we see that boy, a boy named Hobin. If it happens, he thinks,
Nowadays, this YouTube is also shadowed all over the place, but if you guys want to use me, then at least give some part of the revenue.
in the end, the pack lets you know when it's time for hobbling.
Viewers should greet, smile with delight. Hey, yes, one fortunate individual who likes and subscribes to my channel will receive a PC.
It's small.
Let's then now let the viewers be grit.
After some time, Hobin goes to wash his mouth and contemplates.
After all, why isn't this happening? I don't even want to go to school, and if you guys want to ask why I'm doing all this, it's all because of the pack. The pack has a new tuber, which has R700. There are subscribers. Her grades are always selling out, and she knows how to make money, and on the other hand, there is the new tuber Rumi, who has only today's subscribers and is stuck just because of her beauty. Everyone has something to do, and I have nothing. I'm neither smart nor rich. And that's my reality.
Then he returns to the classroom where Peg's cameraman Snaggle kicks him hard and says,
I told you to laugh, why didn't you? It was all live. How am I going to change it now? Did you do all this on purpose?
and then he kills her very badly. But as soon as Hobin stares at him, he pulls back a little and says, laughing,
Look at the face this pack has made.
Hobby seems to understand himself a little too much.
this.
Seeing this, I had to piss in my stomach.
Then Hobby thinks,
Snagger is Pack's cameraman, so Pack always protects him. It's a strategist, and that's how this inefficient school operates.
Tarumi says,
I can't believe my revenue has gone above Y30,000 from one stream.
when Hobin is utterly shocked to hear this and ponders,
They didn't do anything last time, but still managed to earn 30,000. Perhaps I should consider starting a YouTube channel.
and he sees that the Snager says the same thing, so the Snager says pack to pack.
What do I need to do to start a YouTube channel?
You need an account, as minors don't receive revenue. Therefore, you'll need your parents' account and their bank information.
But that can't be the case because I spent some time in my parents' savings. Some money was stolen and they found out about it, so I can't touch their bank account for some time. Wait, Phobin, is your mother still alive? If he is sick, then give me his bank account.
Then the pack laughs and says finally,
What kind of question is that? You should have inquired if her mother is still alive.
Should you laugh?
Does this mean I've turned into a bad person?
so Hobby thinks.
That was the time I should have raised my hand on it, but forgive me, Mom. I couldn't do anything.
Then he proceeds to visit his mom at the hospital where she says,
I can get discharged from the hospital anytime because I am very bored staying here.
Mom, you are indeed a big deceiver to say that leaving the hospital would make your health worse.
he will go and say,
Do not worry about matters at home. Just focus entirely on recuperating.
Wait a minute. What happened to your face? Have you had a fight with anyone? Finally, you?
I find myself completely unable to do that.
After that comes the hospital. He contemplates his bill of 30,000.
This YI30,000 is the weekly payment of my part-time job. Even though I work here every day after school and I still earn YI500 a day, they earned Y30,000 just on lunch break. Why is this society so wrong? My whole life is in the dark. It's a hell.
Then a girl gives her voice and starts asking her about something. Then Hobby thinks.
But hold on, perhaps my love for Bomi Choi still lingers.
Then he informs her about the matter and she expresses her gratitude while the other boys commence aiding her. Bean reflects.
I cannot believe I conversed with Bomi. These are the stars of our restaurant and I always feel joy upon seeing them.
It was only then that we noticed Pak arriving there, and he is live streaming again, which scares Hoban, prompting him to hide. Then the Pak commands him to leave.
Today we met this man's garden. This is becoming very popular on social media. So what kind of a cult are you today? I have come here with a challenge for you. If you don't make a bean burger that looks like this photo in 30 seconds, you have to give me your number.
I am uncertain if the pack came here to retrieve its number, but it is utterly impossible to create this burger in 30 seconds due to its complexity. There are 10 ingredients inside, and I cannot allow it to fall to the ground.
I'm sorry, I don't want to do this, but this is the demand of my viewers. And yes, if you give me your number, then I will give you whatever you want later than there.
But think about standing with Hobby.
After all, what is going on? Bobbing's contact information is not yet available. I don't even have one, so can YouTubers do anything?
And then we see Hoban making the burger that saves the land and start praising it with Hoban. Then Hobby thinks,
Look, I'm the Brektika King and I'm going to go to school tomorrow. Anyway, why am I doing this? Anyway, I'm not going to accept it.
we see the land watching him. Then we remember that Snagger is playing a game at Hoban's house, and he comes up with a challenge according to which if he does 30 kills, then he will get 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 30. Then Hoban thinks,
After all, what am I doing? Why would I let such a person into my house? I'm not sure this is my house. It enters the mouth and streams. I'm sorry, Mom, that he is making money by using your username and bank account. And finally, who is giving it 30 to 30,000 yen? This is a very easy way to earn money and is also making me make Ravana from above. Maybe I should ask if it will share revenue with me or not.
and then we see more. He accidentally unplugs the computer extension, causing the computer screen to turn off, and Ramon flies and falls on Snagger's face. Then Hoban starts apologizing for it. Then the Snigger says killing him.
Akika, what did you do? Now who will give me the third Aryan? You are very useless after all. Why is this happening and I am mine? Why not eat at home? You're the reason your mom got cancer.
Hoban gets angry after hearing this, and then he hits Ramen on him and then throws a powerful punch and tells us,
It was the first time I hit someone with my punch. Fighting isn't as difficult as I thought. And then?
what we see is they both pick up different things and start hitting each other, and or we see their webcam is on. Because of Jess, their live stream is still running. Then this fight is over and Hoban thinks,
I have started to feel pain now, so the fight is like this, or there has been a lot of damage. Where am I going to get that decision from now? Why do I always worry about money? I wish he had been born into a rich family.
and then he turns off the rest of the list to save the electricity and goes to sleep. Then he gets a call from Snagger in the morning and he says angrily,
How did you finally get the courage to quickly remove that video?
What are you talking about anyway?
Of last night? Delete the YouTube live stream right now. After all, which one is your home? Everything looks the same here.
So, but the live stream was stopped only when I accidentally removed the plug. But wait, this plug is not the one with which the main PC is connected. This plug only connects the Nita.
only 10 left crying.
Water is the whole fight. It has been recorded and is currently trending on YouTube. The monitor was switched off and the camera was recording in real time.
After all, how can this happen? I didn't even upload it.
When the PC is turned off at the time of live streaming, the video is automatically uploaded, and I am not even able to delete it at this time. It wasn't even my account, so give me the password quickly.
This can't happen. But wait, this video has actually been uploaded and has more than 10,000 comments on it. No one can believe that it has become popular on social media so quickly. What happened to this after all? I used to be a local bully, but now I'm a global bully. But now I have to delete it. Before these spread more and stop where it is written that views can be monetized and each Y gets 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐒1, and if I multiply that by my views, that means I will get 1 million yen then right here.
Everyone at school is laughing at Snagger and Hoban's fight, and they say,
Are they still going to school? If I were him, I would have dropped out of school by now.
and so we see Snagger comes in there.
Have they seen it? I've helped the pack become so popular, but look, I couldn't do anything for myself. Because of this video, I have become a joke, but I am not bending myself like this. So I have to target someone else so people can laugh at it instead of me.
And then he goes and slaps a boy, but then we see that boy starts hitting 𝐂𝐤𝐲𝐫 very badly. Then 𝐂𝐤𝐲𝐫 starts looking towards Pak and we see Pak laughing at him. Then 𝐂𝐤𝐲𝐫 thinks, right?
They always put people down, so I know that if you become a joke, no one will come to help you.
Then we remember that this time 𝐿𝐵in's mother's hospital bill becomes 100Y past 20,000, which 𝐿𝐵in is completely afraid, but he happily pays them because he is going to get 1 million yen, and only then there. Sneaker comes up and says by punching him hard,
Maybe you've earned something like that and I'm just a joke at school, so give me half the money because I'm entitled to it too.
Then 𝐿𝐵i says, kicking him.
Shut up, you've got what you wanted.
And then the two of them start fighting each other, 𝐿𝐵in thinks.
I fought before, so now I'm not afraid to fight it.
So after a while, 𝐿𝐵in stops 𝐶nagr to be quiet and says,
You can cry all you want, but I'm not giving you any money.
and then 𝐶nagr shows him a video of the two of them fighting. Then 𝐿𝐵in says,
This is the video of our fight now, right?
Angle is great, isn't it? I use my skills a lot. Can I shoot good angles?
Stop your bullshit. Are you going to upload it too?
I can't do that because no one will see it. They will feel that we have already decided all this and then they will insult us. I didn't come here to fight you today. I just want you to join me. You need a lot of money, don't I? I will help you make a lot of money. I am the old producer of the pack, so you must believe in me. You have not yet received revenue, nor do you know what to do next. Can you make contact with yourself or record it? What did you think about the editing and visual effects? Pack could have done all my planning and camera work, but you can't do it alone, so I will be your producer and you just have to come on camera. So trust me and see if we can make a lot of money together.
and then he starts thinking about money, so he thinks,
It seems my plan is working and it's stuck in my things and now I'm on this. I will earn more money by using the account.
So how do we split the money?
By the way, I am handling everything, but since we are friends, I will keep 19% and give you 10%.
and then they both start shaking hands and 𝐶nagr thinks,
Now all the hard work will do this and I will be able to earn money easily.
You stop this nonsense. What am I always doing? So what are you gonna get 19%? And we're not friends anyway, so I'm leaving.
I'm okay 40%, I'll keep 60% you take.
Better yet, I'll make a burger.
So let's do 2080 again.
but 𝐿𝐵i still doesn't believe it, does he?
I'll keep 10% and you're 19.
So what's next? So now you tell what content were you talking about finally? You had so much faith in Jesus.
If you think about it,
It was too bad, I thought it was too much.
it's idiotic and says,
Now our content is that we will call the police to fight in real time.
and that's where the episode ends. Now guys, sir, please comment me and tell me that this is for you and how did it feel, and if you want us to continue this anime, then start liking this video and you can also tell it in the comments. The link to the rest of the next episode will appear on your screen. Click today to watch the next episode. So far we have seen that everyone used to bully 𝐿𝐵in and some YouTubers also used to harass him for contents, and one day the snapper was live streaming at his house. With every mistake, the light of the display of that computer comes out of the 𝐿𝐵in. Because of this, those people fight a lot, and the next day the video of both of them goes viral, and then they both decide that they will create their own YouTube channel and record similar content, and now further then the park in the school here goes on live stream again.
And I was totally surprised. Everyone is talking about this young man. He is our class student.
Then Snape thinks,
I'm not sure it's taking advantage of us being famous. Who would have thought it would show us on his live stream then?
Pak introduces them and asks them to greet his viewers. They are terrified. Say hello, toss snapper commands.
When are you finally going to do it?
Wait for a while.
Now a great news for my viewers, a randomly selected viewer who will live and subscribe to my channel will get a new model of PC.
This is all discount, this is people's selection, and this give them everything is cheating. This guy has no PC to anyone. Not giving. This guy is a complete liar. It looks good in front of the camera, but it's really bad. This is a real bully. Look what it did to me. All these injuries have come because of this, and now I will upload all the things it has done to me on my face. I am always beaten and I still come to school. Then pride me. I am getting money by beating me, so I have no problem with it. Everyone is very surprised to hear all this. Then 𝐂𝐤𝐤 ignores everything and continues from there, but stops after listening to the words of the people. Then some students say,
What happened to 𝐂𝐤𝐤? Is Peg in trouble?
Then the snapper thinks,
You're doing great, 𝐂𝐤𝐤. Pack viewers should be brought to our channel. Now the pack is completely enraged because of being exposed.
and then the pack starts laughing and says,
What are you saying after all? My stream has already stopped due to my phone battery running out, which...
𝐂𝐤𝐤 and Snapper stand in shock.
You have defamed me. Regardless of what you did, I will never forgive you.
Then he begins striking her forcefully.
When you were about to take your revenge by exposing me, how did you finally have the courage to do this to me?
Nap thinks from the fold.
Don't look at me like that. I've already started streaming and I've got a very good angle. It's going really well and we're getting a lot of subscribers. He's a really stupid person. Did it really feel like we were so stupid that we would challenge it in the same stream? Don't worry about the camera. Just hop and you give your best performance and eat like you always eat so that we can earn a lot of money.
Then 𝐂𝐤𝐤 thinks, is money really earned by killing like this? Do people really like seeing someone get killed like that? I have to earn a lot of money and for that I need videos that go all over the internet. So wouldn't the real content be when a bullet kid stands up against his evil one now? Then it gets ready to fight 𝐂𝐤𝐤 and Pack says,
I believe you need to take more lives.
Then the snappers think,
What is this fool doing? If he had remained silent, he might have gotten away with a minor beating. When did 𝐂𝐤𝐤 become so fearless?
so what does 𝐂𝐤𝐤 think is going on? Not from anyone. Why is this not stopped? Just all these people standing here watching, but now I can't back down. How dangerous is this really? After all, why do its eyes look so small and how big are its muscles? He's in high school, so why does he have so many tattoos and how big are his hands? And in front of it, I feel like a rough wood. What should I do now? Immediately in movies, people like me push older people out and maybe excuse me here.
You should ask. You have now crossed all the limits, and perhaps because of your actions, your mother has cancer.
So 𝐂𝐤𝐤 was made by one of his mother. I remember the insult. That's when my fight started. Finally, how did you have the courage to say such bad things about my mom and attack her? But we see, he can't even shake Peg. Then says Snapper,
Are you stupid? Do you know anything about weight difference?
it's not an idea.
Yes, the boy is fast.
And pick him up and say,
Are you feeling hot? Our mother is in the hospital, so let's get you a bed nearby.
and knocks him down so hard that everyone starts laughing when they see him, 𝐂𝐤𝐤 thinks. I didn't realize the weight difference made so much difference. In front of this, our old battle looks like children's play, so this means a real battle. If we call it, then what does it mean? That's how it was supposed to end.
When you think it's all over, it's actually the moment when the fun truly begins.
And then he starts punching him, and when a boy says, will you guys be quiet for a while?
After all, who said this? If you feel sleepy, go home and sleep.
The boy gets up and a student then responds.
This is MM.
There is a rising star and its name is Monsun Kimi.
Tapak says,
I'm really sorry, but it wasn't my intention.
I understand how to control my tongue and think deeply, which changed the whole room's atmosphere with just a few votes. Takim says he's going back to sleep, so let him go again. Don't be tight. Then the pack moves from there. Then the rapper contemplates.
𝐂𝐤𝐤, that was really cool. By the way, you lost and you gained a lot of fans.
Then it comes home, and Park puts his phone on charging, and he realizes that his reality has been revealed to the whole world. Then I'm thinking about this hobby. I am not a hunter, but a hunter. I didn't choose them, they chose them for me. But I'm the coolest this time because I attacked the pack where it would hurt the most. The video of what Park hit me has been uploaded on YouTube and now it is trending all over the place, due to which Paypack was very angry. But he apologized the most by doing live, but even in that he made a mistake, so here Pack makes an apology video, but he forgets to edit the part where he is making fun of his own viewers. So 𝐂𝐒𝐵IN tells us that I had told everyone the secret of his giveaway, only then did the viewers know about him. The search started so that everyone knew his truth, and someone made a website to see every one of his subscribers decrease, and now the pack has become an old news. When someone falls, someone else takes his place, and it is I who has taken his place, and now that I have come so far, I cannot go back.
Then the next day the snapper says,
From now on, our main content will be fight, but the biggest problem is the video length. On YouTube, you make money on the basis of ads, not on the basis of views. So if we want to make real money, we have to put ads in the right place on long videos. And you won't even last a minute in real fights. So if you want to fill the revenue, then you have to last more than 3 minutes. And if you can't do that, then our YouTube career will end.
Then this hobby starts searching about fighting on the internet, and whatever methods he finds are more time consuming, so hobby thinks that doing all these is not easy. I think myself, you have to learn not to fight, and only then he starts searching for the video of the fight on YouTube, but he spells the fight wrong so that he reaches a channel that has no subscribers. But there are a lot of videos in him, which he is very surprised and thinks that there are no subscribers, and after all, there are not so many videos. Why is it? And then he starts watching a video in which a person says,
My name is Samduck. Do you want to learn how to win the battle?
So we think he thought an unknown foreigner channel would change my life forever. Practical.
Before we get into the technology, let's talk about the state of mind that you need to fight. The first rule is to control your emotions. If you can't control yourself, you won't be able to control your punches. But if you make yourself angry, then it can work to your advantage. So now I'm going to teach you the first technique.
What is this after all? Could this really happen? I can kill someone without being hurt. Hold on, this really looks too fake. I don't think it will work that easily. This is just a scam so that people can earn money by showing free content and then they go to sleep. Then 𝐂𝐵IN quits his job the next day and thinks that by working part-time I can't pay my mother's hospital bills, so I have to earn money as soon as possible. Then here in the staff room, the girls are talking about leaving 𝐂𝐵IN's shop, and 𝐵OMI is surprised to hear this, then says the owner of that shop,
Now that you are famous, then you don't want to work here? I think I should try that YouTube.
So 𝐂𝐵IN sip him, I think.
This is really scary.
Then 𝐵OMI says,
And I think it's pretty cool. I didn't know the pack was like that, so thank you for saving me. Could I have your contact information? If you're quitting, we won't be able to meet each other, so I need your number to talk to you.
So the shopkeeper,
I think my precious Bombay is going away from me.
Then this 𝐂𝐵IN comes back to school and is very happy talking to 𝐵OMI. The snapper finally says,
What are you happy about now?
I was looking for content. You are very...
If you are a big liar, tell me how it feels to have 100 subscribers on YouTube. Here is the only regular person who has reached 100 subscribers in just 2 videos. This is an extraordinary achievement even for an average celebrity. So, have you thought about how you'd manage a 3-minute fight?
I am currently thinking about the content of this fight, whether or not it should also be done.
Are you crazy? We should not waste this opportunity. Do you not feel that you have become famous yet?
Yes, nothing good has come of being famous yet, but then Rumi asks 𝐂𝐵IN to come on the live stream with her, which they are both surprised to hear. Then the snapper says,
What is your reason for wanting to do that?
You always used to team up with the pack, right?
My viewers are saying I'm with 𝐂𝐵IN. Train, so can we please do this once? I promise I will never meet Pac again, and I never liked him anyway.
So 𝐂𝐵IN is very happy to hear this and says, what should we finally do now on Snape?
Romy, you can also bring your friend along so that we can walk on Double Dead.
Then the pack comes in. So very much.
Don't show too much attitude. 𝐂𝐵IN, how dare you? You completely ruined my YouTube channel. Let's fight now.
And then 𝐂𝐵IN starts remembering what Samduck said, and if this pack couldn't touch 𝐂𝐵IN in anger, then 𝐂𝐵IN thinks, and what is going on? Everything Samduck said was true. It has been done. So now if I want to avoid this punch, I should try that thing. But only then, before punching the pack, the snapper turns on his camera and says,
Look, my camera is faster than your fist. You know what will happen if I upload it?
I will not leave you. I swear I will take revenge on you.
Then all the people are afraid when they hear this, and Romy says,
But I have nothing to do with that.
I felt sick seeing this.
If I did, are you okay, Hoban? You should say thank you to me because I saved you.
Okay, what was that? Okay, who is that guy? Then it's the next day. Phobin comes out to meet Snapper and thinks, Snap, Happer is late. We were supposed to discuss the new content here, but in the end it stayed. Fighting is more difficult than I thought. Anyway, we can't go near such goons and attack, so for now I'll talk to the land. I've been talking to him for 3 days. Because of this I am very happy. Then she also asks him to talk on the phone instead of text, which makes him very happy. And as soon as he starts calling him, then some of his fans come there. Then a boy says,
How much do you earn from your videos?
Yes. I haven't received any money yet. I can't believe so many creepy people trying to befriend me. That this is really the power of YouTube. Then they both take her to the corner and check her clothes and say,
If you call the police, I will kill you.
I can't believe I'm being robbed like this after becoming famous. The Snapper comes to his rescue, but then the guy throws him down in one punch and asks Hoban for his phone.
This phone is mine now. Because you call the police after I leave, then go work on YouTube, and when you earn money, I will come to rob you again.
Please give me back my phone. There's something in it I could die for. Take it instead of me. The phone is also of the latest model.
You know, I'm listening.
Finally, what do we do now? We have to call the police so we can get my phone back.
After all, what are you saying? Can't you see that all the fans are cheering you on? I have been here since those people brought you here, and now all your followers want to see you fight, and this is a good opportunity to earn money. Don't you think you can gain a lot of views if you go behind you?
This is what you want me to mark again. Now this has started. The viral hit live stream starts. Everyone is eager to watch my video, and with that the episode ends. Now the link of the next episode should come on your screen. Can you watch an episode by clicking here? And Hoban uncovers the pack together. Then Snapper calls Hoban to meet, where a boy and a girl steal his phone, and then Snapper starts live streaming, and all of Hoban's fans are asking him to fight with that boy. And now further this, Hoban goes to ask them for his phone back, and those people are not accepting to give him that phone. Then Hoban remembers Sam Deck, who said that
You must first see the dominant hand of the opponent. If your opponent is right-handed, you need to stand on his left side so that he can punch you more easily.
So this hobby notices that that guy's dominant hand is right. So he stands on his left side and the man gets ready to fight, which Hoban's fans are having a lot of fun watching. So Hoban thinks, if I'm going to get hit, I have to try the Samduk stuff, and he said if you can't stop the punch, you should at least try to react. Those people who do not have martial arts training move their shoulders a lot, and then that guy starts believing Hoban. Then he thinks, then let's see, now he is killed like this without suffering a heart. Then this is Samduk says.
A purse is quite powerful if it hits its target, but if you move from your position and lose it, it's ineffective. If it hits when it is not in its full power, then you will not get hurt, and we can also say that if the whip hits you before completing its movement, then it does not hurt you much.
Then the sniper thinks,
Ultimately, this foolish person is questioning why he is deliberately hitting his own face.
Hobby thinks deeply about this for me. Less pain, what should I do now? Then he comments on the person.
Are you after all? I will kill you and then he will.
Sam attacks and Hoban dodges, causing Sam's punch to miss entirely.
It is very difficult for a normal person to react to every punch, and if your opponent is the regular person, then he is also a moving person. But if he will not be able to punch easily, then for this you have to do weaving, and when he will not be able to punch you from both sides, then weaving will start. One normal person who wants to take that punch on the head, and another normal person who wants to hit his punch on the other's head, think what will happen if they both clash. Just like your flooding, If you are trying to hit his punch on your head, but you are failing, then your opponent will feel that you are a boxer who has very good waving technique, and when you will focus on that, you are going to hit your head on his punch, then gradually your fear will also end, and when your opponent's punches will start to be missed. And even if you hit that punch a little bit, you won't get a pen. So think when you feel that you are not hurting even from being punched, then you are not going to be afraid of fighting at all. Then,
Hobin demands his phone back, claiming he needs to reply, and his aunt responds,
who owns this land? And bribery.
"It rains again. I think 10. The rapper thinks I'm not sure."
It turns out that Hobby is killing himself.
Then Hobin's pawn would think,
Why isn't this guy dosing my punches?
Hobin then thinks this is really stupid. Why didn't I watch the other videos? I just watched a video of him in which he told you how to learn even by being beaten. You can avoid injuries. Now I don't have any technology left that I can use, and the sniper thinks so.
The battle is going on a little too long and people are getting tired of it now. If we continue like this, we will lose our viewers. The video of the fight with Ike was short, but this video continues to be a little too long, which is not a good thing at all. So should I? Then they should be stopped.
Then a comment comes on his live streaming where a guy says that Hobby will definitely win this fight. That's it.
There's the old man who knew about Kim, but I don't think Hobbing will win because he's eating a lot of mains.
And then we see the same things going on in the comments of live streaming. Then the old man said,
It's you. Everyone be foolish. Look carefully, his hands are swollen, and he is not yet realizing in Josh that there is something wrong with his hands. When you repeatedly punch on a punching bag, your hands swell, and this guy has repeatedly hit that guy on the head, and as soon as his enthusiasm is over, he is going to get a lot of pain.
And then we see that Hobin's opponent starts to get so much pain in his hand that Hobby wins the fight and gets his phone back. Then the snapper seems to understand.
Your hospital bill is going to be more than the revenue of this video, but it's a very good investment because we got a lot of fans in return.
Mr. Goyle is very happy to see this. Then Hobbing says that there have been 4 videos on our viral hit channel and its views have reached above 1 million. And if I talk about total views, then this time 25 million views have been completed. Hobby no snappers get very happy. Then Hobby says, why is the 0 point not less than y equals 1?
We can't do anything about it because it took us a lot of time to get approvals and aids. And anyway, according to our first payment, this is a very good amount.
I thought that views were directly converted into money. I didn't know. We get revenue because of aids. I got you.
How many times have I told you? But you don't understand, so just remember one thing. According to Parview, you get only 0.1 yen.
So that means now we just have to keep streaming the video as if there should be a sensation or a violent YouTube.
It's too deep, and we're lucky this time that we didn't get the yellow mark. YouTube has a censorship system, and when you get a yellow mark, then you don't get any money for your video, and this is what all YouTubers are afraid of. This thing sometimes comes on more aggressive or violent content.
And then they see Rumi there who is live streaming, and just like that, seeing Bobbin, she falls behind him to stream with him when Snapper runs away with Hobin and says,
Sugar, if we had not escaped that girl, she would have stolen our viewers.
Then this Hobby's looking at a tracksuit and thinks this is really amazing. This will definitely be 30 or 40,000. And now that I have received the payment, so maybe I can afford it. But only then he sees that tracksuit is 100Y40,000. Then Hobbing says that with so much money, I can buy 100 similar like it, and 140,000 is the salary of the Snapper. After all, who would buy something like that? And then he sees that Snapper buys that tracksuit. Do you buy it and think it's a joke? That was his whole month's salary, wasn't it?
This is an essential purchase. Everyone should own at least one.
I'm not sure this is a basic thing. Now I realize that even if I have 2 million yen, only rich people know about money. How do you spend well? This time I am not buying this thing, and only then he gets Bami's message, and here we see. He buys a tracksuit from her and thinks I'm not sure I actually bought it, but I had to. But why are we here? It's just a matter of fact. I'm very nervous. I am sucking let's then do the live stream, and then he starts the live stream. So people around here are saying,
This is the guy who fights for money. I'm not sure. It exposed its own classmates for money.
and then Bhavin starts to feel sad when he hears this and his fans are cheering him on, and then he tells his fans about it. He says thank you. Sometimes a girl comes to him to take a selfie, but sometimes he sees that she is not near him but comes to a YouTube standing next to him, and he sees this thing and becomes sad, and then the boy says,
My name is Jeevan and I am a YouTuber. You are very beautiful. Can I spend some time with you?
then he was me. If he refuses, life says so.
You're here to meet your boyfriend.
I'm here to see Hobby.
And then she sees that she and Hoban are wearing exactly the same clothes. We are then shown a flashback where Hoban tells us, I always used to jelly from the famous kids. I was too short and timid and staged together. Buddy wasn't good at sports and I wasn't rich. I was ashamed of myself. I wanted to be as good a fighter as Peck, but I couldn't. Schools are a reflection of society in which only the fit can survive, and it is natural that the weaker animals are bowing down to the stronger animals, and this thing is also applied to the pack. I always admired Kim, and now I don't feel that way at all because Bobby is right in front of me. Now I don't care if I'm popular or I'm a weak. I wish I could stop time. Then here we see Goel is chasing Hobbing, and here is the condition of Hobbing. Now it collides with Bhumi's hand, due to which he is lost in the world of dreams, and here we see in dreams Hoban is married to Bhumi, and he also has 2 children, and he is living a very good life. Then his daughter tells him to wake up. Am I dreaming?
Ashika, where have you been?
Nothing. I'm just talking less. This makes me a little angry. Do you think I said something wrong? I can't believe I started dreaming from touching my heart with it. How much more stupid I think I am. Now it's getting bored of me. Then a boy says,
I feel bad for that girl because girls with short height boys, I don't like to move my hands.
Then we think I thought this would happen, and then he opens his jacket and says, look, now we are not matching at all. After a while, Bombay says,
This strawberry dessert is spreading all over social media. I'm so glad I finally got to eat it.
that's a lot. I'm all about it. We didn't know anything.
So where do you go after that? And what are your hobbies? What things do you like?
I don't like much. That makes her also a little sad and says,
Later what do you do for fun in your free time?
I don't always have fun.
Let's leave here again. I invited you out because I thought it would be enjoyable with you. Yes, sister, you converse very well, but you haven't spoken to me face to face like this before. I apologize that I took you out like this.
You must be ashamed of yourself and forgive me. I've never been there with a girl like that, and the truth is, I have never talked to a girl or been to such a cafe. I don't know how to behave with girls. My hobby is sitting at home watching YouTube, and I was ashamed to say that. I don't have any friends. That's why I always stay home on vacation. I also wanted to eat with you, and I get nervous whenever I see your face. I don't know if I can see such a cute face or eat food.
Wait, why are you sweating so much?
That's because I'm on the sunny side. I'm sitting, and I thought that if you sit on this side, you will feel more heat. Forgive me that I decided this myself, and then Bomi is happy to hear this, and they both leave there. Then Goel says,
Win, you did an excellent job.
Then Bami starts talking with one of her friends, and Hoban thinks that if you hang out with him, I will be like this. I feel like I'm her boyfriend.
Forgive me. I got a call from a friend at school. We were very close, but we didn't see each other for a long time. But we're both in the same area.
So did your friend come to eat this strawberry dessert? Then Bobby says yes, and Harbin thinks Bomi is a shrubbery desert. How cute she looked. Now I remember, my friend goes to your school and hearing his name, I get shocked and think, is he really a rising star of the MMA world? He has everything I can't talk about. Bomi befriends him and Hobin begins to dream again. Wish this time. Kim is married to Bomi and they have 2 children. Then Bomi looks at Hobin and says,
Who is this person?
It seems that this is a loser who wants a beautiful girl to be with him. Then,
when Hobin regains consciousness, Bomi says,
Do you know Kim?
Yes, I know, and we're good friends. I don't want this. Imagine that I am part of a loser group, and when Kem comes there, how bad the typing is, it feels like I am going with me all the time. Then she says to Kem,
I can't remember when we finally got there, so Kim, is it true that you and Hobby are good friends?
good friends and this and me.
and all the episodes. Now the link of next year will be coming on your screen. So far we have seen Hobin manages to take his phone from the man using the moves taught by Sam Duck, and then the land calls him out for a walk, but Hobin thinks maybe he's not worthy of it. Because of this, he starts staying away from her, and then the land starts moving from there, and Hobin explains everything to him, and then they both start walking out where Balmy meets his old friend Game, and now further, then this Balmy says,
So tell me, what's the peacock hobby really, guys?
So Hobin thinks, okay, what do I do now? I told Josh that he was my best friend, Arab. So it's here. I'm sorry I lied to you. We are not good friends. You may not know it, but there is a rule of losers like us that we can never pretend to be good friends with anyone, and now I broke that rule in the run-up to the show. I just wanted to see that light in Bomy's eyes, and now that I have broken this rule, I should be punished for this thing. So goodbye to me.
Are you two friends?
We are both in the same class, so we are not friends.
Or does Hobby wonder what happened after all? We've never spoken to each other. Why is he saying this? Then asks Hobin his name. Then Hobin tells him his name and thinks, look, you don't even know my name, so how did we finally become friends?
You go on YouTube and look, we're both wearing the same kind of clothes.
Is he trying to be nice to me? You're right, we're wearing the same clothes. I don't feel good at all that I'm getting pleasure from this thing, and then the three of them start walking around together. Then Bobbin feels like he's becoming a bone in the kebab between Kim and the land. Then he says to both of them, forgive me and I have to go. Actually, my toenail is hurting. And as he goes from there, he thinks, if I stay here too long, then either I will die or I will start hating myself. I am absolutely stupid. Could I not have thought of any other excuse? So here we see Bami gets depressed by Hobin leaving, and here the snapper is recording her and gets angry that Hobin ran away from there like this. So he grabs Hobin and says,
What kind of excuse was this, and why did you run away from there? So,
what should I finally do? Tell me whether it is right to interfere. Between those two shining faces, I am a peacock-shaded face. Bomi and I live in completely different worlds, and I know it well.
being in love is like fighting in a contest. This is a tournament in which a lot of rivals fight for a girl. Are you going to give up now because a strong opponent has arrived?
But if I don't fight, I'll never lose.
You're a coward. Listen carefully. A famous basketball coach once said, if you give up, it's over before it starts. Are you sure you want to give up now? Yes. Who asked you to go out? Who gave you the coffee? Who will spend money on you if they aren't interested? Remember when you said you were leaving and saw the face of the land, how sad it was? Do you still want to give up? You are so close to winning, so don't give up. Thank you.
You opened my eyes.
There's no need for that. Anyway, we are friends, so go my lion and win the battle. Good luck, Hobin. You are really good YouTubers, and the name of our team today is How I Expressed My Love to My Friend and How I Got Rejected.
Only then does the snapper see someone who shocks him. The Hobin goes back and Kem goes from there to practice. So Hobin says, "You're going way too fast for me to keep up."
Next week is his match, so he is going to practice and still can't eat strawberry dessert.
Hobin thinks then it means these people have not come on a date, and look at me here, I was misunderstanding 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐿. Then Kem says, "Hobin,
You're a good fighter. I have seen your video on Viral Hit channel. You ate those 50s quickly so that you have less pain, and the fact that you didn't choose the next move was your will, right?"
What move is he talking about? Does he know anything? Does it mean that secret video? Not only me, I also know it.
So tell Hobby you back. Why is it? Anything you want to talk about?
You said it right, but he gets very nervous and plucks up the courage to say, "After all, what kind of girl do you like?"
I appreciate men who speak the truth.
Alright, I'll tell you the truth from my heart. The girl I like is, well, it's you. Then he grabs the snapper from the bushes. I thought it must be filmed. What happened to your Facebook? Just then, we see Pak kick the snapper and say,
Thanks, Snapper. I was able to find 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐒𝐿𝐒 because of your live stream. I said I would get my revenge.
Are you here, Caleb?
D. Hobin tells Bobby to leave, but Peg grabs him and starts teasing him and saying nasty things to him. The Hobin remembers Sam Duck and thinks, "I can't get angry before Peg gets angry. Otherwise, I won't be able to beat Peg like this." Peg starts attacking him, and Hobin uses his technique to get to his punch, and Peg punches him in the face with his other hand.
When you really think I haven't seen your video,
So here says Sam Duck,
there will be an idiot who will use the bean move over and over again. This move can be cut very easily, so it has to be used carefully.
"I think I knew something like this could happen, but the most important thing is, what do I do now? I wish I had seen the next video and finally what next move Kim talked about, and now I'm slowly fading too." Then Hobin tells us of big buildings where shadows fall. There you will find my house. Oh, that was the reason why I always lived in shadows. And then a lifetime opportunity came in front of me, and a secret channel taught me to fight. Then I made money by using his technique, which made me very happy. PS is not easy to show to the world, but I don't care as long as I'm getting money. The money accessory problem went away, and I thought I could become a regular student like everyone else. I had given up studying and putting effort into fighting, and now I am getting the rest of the punishment. Because of Jesus, I became a loser again. I always thought that it is better to fight than to resist because the wound heals. And the pain lessens with time. Then they see that the land is held by those people, and Hobin is requesting them to leave the land and thinks, but it seems that this time my wounds are not going to heal. I didn't want him to see me like that. I just want to finish this. Me somehow. I just have to send Mummy back home. I want to hide from Mummy how weak a man I am, Pak says.
Don't you know what to do when you make a mistake, so?
Bobby starts apologizing. Why am I apologizing to the girl I love?
It's really not enjoyable at all. So let's put the pen down and then apologize. You don't know a lot of people are watching you.
Then we see that they are holding the snapper and they are making a video of hobbing with it. Then the pack says, If
you take off the pen and ask forgiveness, I will forgive you. The mommy.
Hobbing thinks if the pack gets a slap.
And the hardest part is that I love this girl. She has more courage than me.
He caught my mom.
Remove the snapper stream. I don't want to punch a girl in front of everyone.
And then this hobby starts opening his pad and thinks, I'm not even worth being called today because I don't think so. That I can beat this man in a fight, and that's the only way I can save the land. Now that I have taken off all my clothes, please forgive me.
To see this now, your subscribers will also leave you, so let's transfer all your money to my account and close your YouTube.
And then we see Phobin starts taking off her underwear, then Pack says,
Wait, you can't do that. My account will be permanently banned.
And that's when we see Phobin even before he does that. Kim gets there and stops him, and we see Kim starts beating up Pak and his friends very badly. So Hobin tells us that later Kim told me that he came there after watching Pak's stream. And here we see Hobin is completely broken, and Bobby is trying to get to her, but Kim takes her away. And he says, worry.
He's fine, he needs to be alone right now.
Then 𝐂𝐨𝐩𝐲𝐫𝐢𝐠𝐡𝐭 is crying and leaves there. Then Wobin wonders, after all, when did I become so depressed? Was I always like this when I became like this when my father left us? But that's not the case because I used to be very positive and everything changed when Peg started killing me. I didn't understand why he was killing me, and anyway I could finally understand because he was killing me for no reason. And after that I hated school. I was so scared that I stopped looking into people's eyes. My voice was not coming out and my fear had completely taken over me. I couldn't say anything to them and now my life is over. Snapper apologizes to Hobin and Hobin starts crying. Then here after some time the pack comes live again where there is nothing. Those who are criticizing him, but Pak ignores all of them and shows a new model on his channel, and we see that he is none other than a snapper. The snapper thinks he has made up on G's.
Are you after all? You won't come to school until tomorrow, so I'm sorry.
Then it's a mistake. Hobby is also trying to call Hobin, but he is not picking up the phone. Then this Hobin is watching Sam Duck's video and thinks, I just want to disappear, so I have decided that I will change myself. Sam Duck says,
So what do you feel you need to change about yourself? Are there many things? Is there a lot of YouTube videos or a lot of books? It's not because it's all useless. A person can never change according to reading, and the answer to this thing is within you. It is anger that motivates you to move forward, so fill yourself with anger and try to change yourself if you will not try. If a miracle is never going to happen, I will have to light the fire inside me and risk my life for it. Work hard as if this is your last option and you need a whole month to learn the technique I'm going to teach you now.
Then Pax kills the rapper badly and Hobin must save him. When calling for the pack then says,
If I take off your pants again, I'll get 50,000 yen.
So hurry up and come here now, Snapper says.
Don't even think about coming here. Stay at home. You are safer back. If you're watching this, please don't pawn the school.
We see Hobin from behind him. Hobin gives Snapper his phone on which the live stream has been started. Then Hobin says, What are you doing, Snapper? Shoot me quickly. What is the name of the new viral hit video? You can beat a regular person by fighting and the episode ends. Now guys, what do you think happens next? Be sure to let me know by commenting. The next link will appear on your screen. You can watch an episode by clicking on it. So far we have seen Hobin gets depressed seeing Kim and Bommy together and leaves there leaving them alone. And Snapper then asks her to fight for his love, so Hobin goes back to talk to Bommy and then Pack on there goes, and he hits Hobin and Snapper very badly. Then to save Bommy, Hobin opens his clothes in front of the entire YouTube and apologizes to the pack, and now forward then says the Snapper here. Roman 100.
Congratulations for subscribers of...
Thank you. So, will you buy something for me now but yours?
The accord should not be reversed. It has been quite some time since Hobin came to class, but it's not his fault. Despite everything that happened, he still aims to open cons.
You're a friend of Hobby's, right?
Something like that indeed occurred. Why would I choose to befriend a loser? Leave it, Rumi. Do you need a producer? I have extensive experience with this and I can assist you significantly. Can I help?
The pack says,
What are you doing after all? I thought you and Hobby were good friends.
It's not like that at all. We were only business partners and he's in a downfall now, so I am indifferent.
Pack hits him a hookah.
You deceived me into approaching Hobin and now you're deceiving him as well, aren't you? I'm ashamed to admit my growing aversion towards people.
And then all the people start bashing the snapper. Then the snapper thinks,
It is true that I am too useless, and after all, what is wrong with that? I can neither fight well nor get good grades, so this is a support, so I can live well. I don't have a good friend who can help me. Why is the world so full of idiots?
and see the effect. The pack goes live and starts talking to its viewers in its real personality, Tough Napper thought.
It caused a lot of trouble. Because of Jess, it was completely submerged. Now look, the society accepted it again and now it has 900 subscribers. I don't know why people give money to such a person. I don't understand how the new style of the pack became so popular and now the subscribers of the viral hit are also slowly falling down. There are still some people who are waiting for Hobby to come back, but they don't know how long they will wait. And all this is because of this useless guy.
And a pack comes back to the snapper and says,
You know where Hobby resides? So if you bring him to school tomorrow and my channel hits 1 million subscribers, I'll reinstate you as my cameraman.
Do you want me to sell it to your friend? But is it a good opportunity? I'll bring him along, and I never thought of him as a friend anyway.
And then he goes to meet Hobby's mom and starts asking for their house address. Hobby's mom replies,
Are you a hobbyist?
Now is not the time for this. Just tell me, Hobby. I just want him to return to school, right?
Going to school.
I want to bring him to school with me. I can't tell them if Hobbies is coming to school or not, nothing like that. I just want to meet Hobbies, but the houses there look absolutely serene because I don't know which house to go to.
So Hobby's mom gives him the address, which makes the snapper very happy. Then the next day, Pack Ray hits the snapper very badly, and he says,
You were going to bring him today, right? Look, because of you, today became a joke again. How will I finally get the 55th life?
I went to his house, but he didn't open the door or listen to me.
And then the pack snapper, he starts slapping very badly and says,
Let's now send a video message to Hobbing again, and if he comes here, I will let you go from here.
Don't come to Hobbing school at all. If Peg kills you, he'll get with us 50,000. If you come to school, he'll kill you. Please stay at home.
And then show us the flashback. Hobbing's mom says,
Are you Hobbing's classmate?
or the snapper says yes.
I thought he told me about you. He is very happy that he has a friend in his class. She also said that her school life has become very interesting because of her new friend.
Which shocks the snapper, and here Peck is very important to him. Snappers think when it gets hit badly.
I am a deceiver who knows only to talk, but Hoban, you still call me your friend, so ultimately, how can I deceive you?
Hobby, are you seeing this? Would you leave your friend in the middle of a video like that? Come quickly and save it.
Please don't visit Hobby. If you are watching this, please stay at home.
But only then we see that Hobby School has arrived and Peck says,
So you finally came. Was it a surprise from you? Snapper, you should have told me this earlier.
So Hobin gives the phone to the snapper, in which the stream is already started. Then Hobin says, finally, what are you doing that rapper quickly to me? Z Record Karo viral hit is now back and is the title of her new video. How do you fight a regular person and defeat him?
Yeah, right now you're an idiot. Who told you to make an app after all?
Whatever I do, film it well.
Why is he pretending to be so cool? He also took notes. How are these lines at home?
After practice, Pack tries to kill Hobin. He then uses his first technique to stop her attack midway. Taz Rapper says,
After all, what are you doing, Hoban? It has already defeated you in this technique.
So you're repeating that again? Don't you realize it doesn't work on me?
And then we were a month ago. The scene is shown where Sam says duck.
These heartbroken punches can be countered through the uppercut, and afterwards some fool will use it again.
I'm totally stupid. What I learned worked once. Jess made me overconfident and I thought I was a good fighter because of Jess. I had to be embarrassed in front of Bomi. How will I finally face him? Should I never see him again? What am I going to do with my YouTube? After being so badly insulted, can I come in front of my viewers? Hey, How am I gonna pay my mom's hospital bills if I don't? Why am I so weak? If it was an anime, there would definitely be a miracle that would make me strong. But this is the real world. Wait a minute. I have my own miracle, and that is this channel.
Let me now teach you the next technique of how you can defeat a regular person by fighting him. Taking a hit without a heartbeat is a very start now. After that, there will be a test of your dedication, and the technique I am teaching you will take a whole month. 3 things are very important in the fight. The first is the body itself. Your body weight matters a lot when it comes to fighting, so you should eat high quality protein so that you can increase your muscle mass. Athletes have techniques that depend on their different body size, and you don't have any such techniques, so you have to make a body that can withstand the attack.
And then we see that Hobin starts mixing all the things and making a shake of veggie and non-veggie, and drinking it becomes very difficult for him. When he comes back, he says Samdak.
One thing to remember is protein shake is available in the market nowadays, so instead of experimenting yourself to drink it, now it is another thing. Give your body time to absorb the protein efficiently before it is absorbed into your body.
Will be. I don't have the money to waste on protein shakes, so I have to make do with this?
And the third essential thing is stamina. So for that, you have to go to the pool. Swimming is also an exercise that strengthens your stamina. It increases a lot. In a long fight, only stamina is what will help you survive, and only swimming. This is a sport that requires a lot of stamina, and we will also do a specific action on this so that your metabolism can be even better, and you will do it by making a swimming muka. This is a special technique that I have developed.
Then don't go to this hobby swimming pool.
Because of swimming in the public bath, then Samdak says,
Now remember one thing, your stamina and your body are not going to change at all in a month. As in video games, a skilled player cannot win without starting equipment. In real fight too, we need a weapon that we call technology. So do you know? Of all the martial arts, which technique is useful in fighting with a regular person? A reporter once asked a martial arts champion the same question. If you are a weak child who is being quoted over and over again, what martial arts technique would you like to learn? Will it be boxing? Then the champion said, All these things are thought by amateurs who don't know anything about martial arts. I just need one technique, and that's not boxing. Let me show you the technique. First, open your legs as much, win is your shoulder, and then put your foot forward and twist it and put your weight on that leg, and then rotate your second leg, and this is what we call MMC style lock.
and then he uses this thing on the Hobin pack, which everyone becomes ashamed after seeing. Then Samdak says,
Now you will practice this lock 10,000 times till the next month, and as long as you keep doing it seriously, then the result will also be shown to you in one day. Because hard work will never betray you.
What I have done so far was not in vain. Then Pack starts laughing and says,
You're very funny. Do you call it people? You should attack Thais for the people.
Then we see that old man comments on Hobbing's face again and explains Hobbing's technique right. Then Kim says, Hobbing,
He did this of his own free will. JMMS style low kick. This is an upgraded version of the low kick, which maximizes the strength of the low kick, and we call it calf kick.
Then the old man said,
J an infamous kick, which even if someone does an immature, is still very effective so that the damage of the low kick is gradually faked. It feels, but the damage of this cup would have been felt at the same time.
Yes, Kim thinks about it.
Tighten a solid head pro. Fighters can also be brought to their feet, so this has been the technology that a beginner can do with a big sari, and I knew that was what I was going to do. It has combined its old technology and this technology well.
It's the Pack hobby. When he attacks them again, Hobin remembers what Samdak said to him.
In a real fight, if the opponent's body is bigger than yours, then running away from him is an important skill. I am not teaching you to win any sport here, and anyway, where you are fighting there is no referee and no ring, so be as you please. Can you fight?
Hoban runs away thinking I have to stay away from it because if it catches me, it will hit me as badly as last time, and now as soon as I get the chance, I will attack it again with a cough kick. Hoban attacks the pack again and everyone is very surprised to see this when he thinks,
But something is wrong here. Why aren't you using the next move?
As Automobine reuses the kick, Pack stops him and says,
Now I understand that you don't get anything else because you can only learn one kick well in a month, so now it won't work on me at all. Now you have to practice this calf kick for the next month. Hey, one thing to remember, this move is very easy to understand and it is very difficult to learn 2 moves in a month, and I have taught you a technique earlier. When your opponent feels that you only know about cuff kicks, you will have the freedom to attack him with other techniques.
Now I am taking the old Hobbing, and now I will not lose so easily. And then Hobbing uses the punch learned from swimming on the pack so that it flies down and falls, and everyone is very surprised to see this. Then Pack's friends start threatening Hobbing. The purse wrapper comes in the middle and says,
If you touch my friend, I will. So I won't give up. I'll keep Hobel safe, and if it gets hurt, I'll get hurt too. I never thought that Hobel considered me a good friend, and then...
we see they start getting afraid of Peck's friend, and the snapper thinks that they are afraid of me. Then it means my time has come, but only then we see the game stands behind so that those people afraid of a hobby?
You really did a great job, so stop crying.
Hobby says viral hit up his back, so please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification. From that day on, Packing stopped coming to school. Are you afraid of me? But that can't be true, and anyway I don't think I've actually beaten the pack. Despite trying so hard, I just managed to punch him in the face. He is not afraid of me, but he is afraid that his popularity will decrease. He desires this thing, but I feel great seeing the pack travel like this. This is hot. I want her YouTube channel to be the same, 𝐂𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Now the viewers of Pack_Go's channel are growing like ours, and then we see Hobbin's 150 subscribers are completed, which gives him the silver play button, and he thanks everyone for it. The next day she goes to pick up a jacket for her mother. Hoban's mother says,
So a friend of ours came to see me about that. You had told a lot about that friend whose closeness brings energy into you.
if you are talking about Kim, Sarap listens to all these things and tells Hobbies about it.
I mean, I'm definitely not your friend, so I ended up chatting about Kim for quite a while. You know the number of times I've traveled to Pexi to assist you?
Kai Mama has now become another friend of mine whose name is Snapper. Even if he is a stopped person, he is a really good person. Now the link of the next episode will be coming on your screen. Pack up and watch the next episode today. So far we have seen Mobin goes back to school to take revenge on Pack, and we see the one who learns new technology from Samduk defeats Pack with his help, and for this thing Kim also praises him a lot. And now forward then, here says Sniper, I think,
In order to expand our channel, it is essential to hire an editor on.
after all, what is the need for it? You take care of the editing.
Yes, I'm just a Nausicaa who learned editing by watching other people's videos, but this time we need a professional. Happens. No matter how good the content is, if people watch the same thing over and over again, they will get bored. So we need an editor who can make our videos exciting.
This idea is fantastic. How should we execute it? Should we advertise on a job site?
Have you accomplished it? This concept is outdated. We genuinely like everything this time. If you will perform it live, how will everyone be? We are seeking individuals to edit our videos, so anyone interested should comment on the live stream now.
At the same time, I will also write my background. Well, I am not doing much but still there is a need to write the background, and when we see people will start making strange comments. These people are very special in different ways, but I don't think any of them will be good editors.
Honestly, I wasn't anticipating that either.
Someone among you must possess editing expertise. Only then can we witness that elderly man's remarks on his live stream. Previously, he was sharing hobbitry tips, and he mentioned it on the Snap.
I doubt it can effectively edit video. Ultimately, what should we do? Hobbitry belongs to me.
At the very least, we should pursue it.
He's an old man, right?
From his age, if he can edit this video, then it will work for us, then the old man says.
No matter how many children there are today,
Snapper says, okay.
Give us your contact information. We will interview you and decide after that,
Says the snapper at school.
Did that guy contact you? Yes, did he?
And it appears to be quite old-fashioned, just like this.
Block it immediately.
We are unable to proceed because we had promised to interview him.
So where are we doing the interview?
The elderly man mentioned that he would meet us here.
After all, you couldn't even make such a basic arrangement.
I am already feeling a bit anxious. I am wondering if, upon meeting us, he will start reprimanding us and say that kids these days are truly exasperating, as Goyal remarked, you.
I am curious about the state of kids today. Why are you all so startled right now? So let's proceed and complete my interview.
And then a girl says,
This is the inaugural year of 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐲𝐲𝐫𝐢, renowned for her adorable nature.
a boy says, but
I heard it's not well liked in its category. Perhaps it's due to its cuteness. He speaks in a manner reminiscent of an elderly man.
Then the snapper says, wait.
This is the elderly gentleman we were discussing.
Let's leave it now. Let's talk about our work.
This is a little girl.
Don't point fingers at anyone like that.
Then we'll see. As soon as he touches Goel, Snapper starts imagining his future with Goel, where after working, flowers have come for Goel, and he has named his dog Kaobin. Then the dog tells him to come to his senses. So says Goyal.
Are you listening to me?
Hold on, what were you talking about? Oh yes, I remember you edited one of our videos, didn't you? It's unbelievable that just holding hands made me fantasize, but it is truly adorable.
I've completed everything. What are your thoughts?
We'll see about that then. Goyal finished his video with 150 subscribers. It is edited. 10 Napper likes Goyal very much and he says,
Let's decide now that this is our editor.
you can't do that on your own. First let me watch this video. You have also put the comments of those viewers here, which is very funny.
Were funny comments are the best part of a viral hit, so I had to do it.
From editing. Actually, it's very important. It's really great and it still lacks something. Because of this, I can't decide whether I should do it or not. Are you having trouble editing?
I encountered some issues editing this segment.
And then we'll see. Goyal has also added a video of Hoban's underwear inside that video. Shocked, then Goyal starts explaining about that thing and Hobil says, shut up, we have hired you and I just have to ask one more question according to your skills, so you could have gone anywhere. So finally, why did you come to us? Goyal then remembers the moment when he felt so good to see Hobil's courage. Then Goyal says,
Well, again and again, that should be done.
and then they discuss it on YouTube. Then this guy from Bombay thinks,
He has time to work on YouTube but avoids talking to me. Will he ever speak to me again? He should at least answer my calls.
Only then Bomi sees that there is a lot of crowd outside an arcade store. Then she is shocked to see the inside view. And we see that a boy has beaten a lot of boys there. Then a man says, a car.
And did this guy do it?
And then the boy says,
I lost the game, did you 100?
Yen is then the snapper in Hoban's house.
Says, this is Tahyun Siang from Gangbuk High School. Jay is an MMA fighter, Omi. Kahu is an old fighter because it causes a lot of problems, so it has been removed. There are many rumors about this. People say that everyone in Gangbuk High School has been killed by Tahyun at least once.
That's great, but why are you telling me such a thing?
Yes, he is learning martial arts from a very young age. Can you guess which master art you want to learn?
Maybe it's happening too rapidly.
You have to learn boxing. In fact, this is to learn Taekwondo. After all, what kind of useless people were the people of Gangbuk High School who lost to Taekwondo?
But explain what relevance this has to do with me, and is Taekwondo genuinely?
It's such a weak Taekwondo. When fighting with a fighter, you just have to take care of his kicks. As soon as they try to kick you, you have to grab your opponent and throw him down, and I can beat that very easily.
So says Goyal.
How many children are today? Only such an immature can think that Taekwondo is useless in real fights. Sport Taekwondo is not made for street fighters at all, but compact Taekwondo is something completely different. In a limited time Sport Taekwondo you win by scoring, but in compact Taekwondo you try to lock out your opponent. Someone once experimented with some martial artists doing their kicks together. The speed and power check showed that the maximum speed was R at 209 kilometers and its power output was 635 kilos. The maximum speed of capoeira was R at 660 kilometers and its power was 816 kilograms, and the maximum speed of taekwondo was R at 219 kilometers, whose power was 1040 kilos.
It was 3 kg. Every snapper says,
It's really on a different level.
I understand that Taekwondo is highly esteemed, yet ultimately what relevance does this minister have to me?
It's not a big deal. But you remember that our channel is about fighting with the police, so if there is a tie, then our next opponent is... Oh, that's the thing, but wait, are you crazy? A visitor informed us about it. It was great and it was amazing. Taekwondo is really awesome.
Oh, then 𝐂𝐲𝐻𝐲𝐫𝐢 said,
Taekwondo has now gained worldwide recognition and numerous MMA fighters incorporate Taekwondo techniques. It is a formidable technique that even professional fighters dread. It is exceptionally swift, potent, and precise, and if it lands cleanly, a knockout is inevitable. There's a move where you reveal your stomach to the opponent, known as Beck Cat.
The good thing is that people are giving us information, and this is not a petty hooligan, but a professional fighter. After all, what will I do in the face of such a dangerous mortuary that we can't challenge anyone else?
Are you going to cheat your viewers like that?
At that time, I did not know that the strategy that I can win is very close to me, so it is telling hobby about a person on YouTube and says,
Taehyun is the Demille of Gangbuk High School. This is a psychopath that the whole school is afraid of. This is a lot earlier. He was a famous Taekwondo practitioner, but for some reason he left. He wanted to get what he liked, whatever it is. This is a person who is like a hooligan, and you can say that because you don't know anything about him. People call him the devil because he takes possession of one of your friends so that he can get what he wants. Taiwan does not want what it is taking away, but in reality it just feels good to see it kill people's friends so that it can fill their hearts with weakness and shame.
Tahabin says, I can't read this any longer. When will I truly face such a person? There is immense fear. He could easily kick my head.
So you can't break the promise made to your viewer like this.
I said I would fight goons and I didn't say I would fight a pro martial artist. Then 𝐂𝐲𝐻𝐲𝐫𝐢 says,
I am angry with that guy and I will kill him personally.
Tahabin says, I have no one to fight. And anyway, after listening to another stranger, we cannot fight with a stranger. Then we remember that some of the people who were killed by Taehyun are killed by Taehyun, but then Taehyun kicks a guy hard and says, what about you?
I have Y100 to play arcade games right now.
Then he's the one. Do you think you say?
Arrogance has become because you know some things about sports.
So says his friend.
Avoid it. That was a combatant.
This is really a joke, and Taekwondo is not a real martial art anyway. These are just kids.
The game is then he attacks Taehyun. Taehyun escaped his attack. He kicks hard so that the man gets hurt a lot. Then he starts kicking him again, which he tries to block but fails to do so. Then he kicks him very badly. After that, he asks for forgiveness.
Or do you have 100 years?
The person is now ready to give him money.
But then he asks his friend, and then that person starts giving money to Taehyun apologizing, but then Taehyun kicks his opponent hard and asks his friend for 10,000 yen, which he is ready to give. Then he asks the man for 1 million yen, but if he doesn't have that much money, he says folding.
Your friend? I can't afford that much money.
Then he starts banging on that birthday, and here we see the snapper recording all this and thinking so this.
Fixed on. According to rumors, this is very dangerous. I've never seen anyone kill the birthday friends that started the fight. We have to stay away from it, but we have promised our viewers.
Only then does the Folds realize that someone is recording him, and the snapper escapes his gaze and he runs away from there. Then this snapper comes back and says when he
looked at me, I thought I was going to die, idiot.
Thank you for saving me, but why did you involve me in this?
I'll be more careful next time.
It is a good thing that you are working hard, but you should take a little care, and only then we see the fixed and suddenly it comes in front of them, then we think now we are gone. Then the fixed says, on.
Who are you and why are you making my video?
Then the strapper says,
I liked your taekwondo so much, that's why I was filming you.
you're going right, Slapper. Just get us out of here by doing nice things like that. It's not that I haven't decided to fight with this front, but the truth is, I have no reason to fight it. I am not a hero who needs justice, and anyway, my body will not be able to bear such a beating, so we remember at any cost, you have to run away. Then Goel comes in and says,
I won't let you touch my seriousness. How dare you surround them like this?
So Hobby thinks that Goyal should not say anything. But what kind of personality is he? I don't think it will stop without a fight, and if it starts a fight, then all these things will be the same as last time. Happened?
but only then do we see. As soon as Goel reaches them, she is also sure to be afraid. Then Snapper says,
Stupid girl, what are you doing here?
If you kill me, I will call my India.
Tahav thinks that seeing Goyal looks like he is afraid of this too, so let's run away from here now. Tahwan says you.
Do we want to make a video about me or not?
All three say yes. Then Havan says, don't worry, we will delete your video and now we are leaving here. Then Tayahorn says,
You guys are a viral hit, right? I have heard that you guys are gonna beat me, and I have also heard that you guys make a lot of money, so let's start your YouTube channel. Give me.
does this look like a common thread? We can only call it a common hooligan if we don't know anything about it. In real life, everyone calls it divine because it keeps your friends as hostesses. And Hot again asks Hobin for his YouTube channel. And with that, the episode ends, and the link to the next episode will be coming up on your screen. You can watch tomorrow's episode by clicking on S. So far, we have seen Hobin and Snapper are looking for an editor together. And then they find Goyal, who they accept as their editor, and then Snapper asks Hobin to fight a pro fighter Tyan for the next video, but we see Tyan catches him and his YouTube channel. The panel asks for his name. The Arab then asks Tyan Hobin for YH100 and then starts killing the snake. So I wonder what is this fourth guy and how can he kill people for such small reasons? Do you think these people are toys? He says.
So let's go again. Now give me your YouTube channel quickly.
Nothing like that will happen because we have worked very hard on it, so we will not give it to you.
So Havan says, let's stop this fight and have a little talk.
Well, you didn't listen to me. I said, name your YouTube channel after this guy.
There is a very bad feeling coming from nearby, and I don't think I can get hurt. It's so far away from me that I can't even reach it, and yet Hobin starts attacking Tyan with a cuff kick, but Tyan kicks him hard in the face. Then Hobin starts attacking him with an overhead hook, but that doesn't work against Tyan either. Then Hobin gives up and says, okay, you can take the channel, which everyone is surprised to hear. I don't want to get killed by it. Until people believe it, it kills their friends and fills weakness and shame in their hearts so that they give up and slap Ian Hobbing and say,
And what do you think of home?
I will give you my YouTube channel, then you will not kill us anymore, nor your attacks do not work on one who does not have any shamelessness inside and does not even feel any weakness from him. Then we see those people take the Snapper to the hospital, and because of Tyan's backing, the Snapper's ribs are cracked. Then Hobing says, are you angry with me for that? But we had no other choice. If I had not talked about giving that time new to channel, he would not have left anyone. We should stay away from psychopaths like him and leave all this to the police.
I still can't accept it even if he would kill me, but I still have our new to him. This channel never does. I was very inspired by you when you faced the pack. You made me realize that even a weak man can perform miracles and even a man like me can show courage, but what you're saying now is completely different. Calling the police is not the same as before. Do you have any pride in you?
No, I have no pride. Can we eat because of this pride? Do you want me to fight that moisture for pride? Taeyeon is a pro on Paggo was just a hooligan. The truth is, I'm very scared. He is an opponent who cut off all my mouths that I learned very hard. I'm very scared because I don't want to be heartbroken and I don't think it's a wrong thing to be scared like that. And anyway, I will say against a probe, then forgive me for that.
Alright, follow your intuition.
And then 𝐂𝐤 comes over there and 𝐂𝐵in leaves telling him to take care of the snapper. Then 𝐂𝐤 says,
I am absolutely fine, and if I was in good condition, I would beat that Ion myself. He was just lucky today.
It's just so funny. I'm sure you're getting bored.
Excuse me, but will you leave me alone for a while because I'm a little tired?
starting from 𝐂𝐤𝐲, there are snappers. The snapper says, I'm in front of him.
I wanted the show off.
And now he has seen how weak I am, and now he must feel that I am a loser. This is very embarrassing, and 𝐂𝐵IN is standing outside listening to everything, and then he remembers the incident with 𝐵OMI, where he felt the same way. We see here. Taeyeon is playing gem in the arcade, then 𝐂𝐵IN comes and starts fighting against him in the gem, and we see 𝐂𝐵IN defeats him. Then 𝐂𝐵IN says taekwondo is not that interesting, I have to piss off my pony now.
Are you teasing me?
I'm here to present my YouTube channel to you.
So let's go. Start it quickly.
Nothing will start yet. You want my native channel, don't you? Then you will get this when you beat me after a month, Mom. What am I doing? I'm challenging a pro fighter to fight. You can also keep my friends and my subscribers and hold on howling.
What would you do if I told you to give it to me right now?
But why would you do this? Are you afraid that if I prepare for a month, I will beat you? Then Taiwan gets angry and says to break the arcade machine.
Well, let me know when you decide the time and place.
Then I came to the hospital, Hobby. When he tells 𝐂𝐤𝐤 and Snapper everything, 𝐂𝐤𝐤 says angrily,
What were you thinking at the time, you idiot? Now I will worry about you even more. If you lose, I will beat that guy a lot and make him taste the fun of my special cuff.
so says the Snapper.
But why did you do this? I had thought you needed to fight more.
It's not. The Hobby thinks it was because I remember that feeling and goes from there to practice, then says Sam Duck here.
Let's begin the third lesson of fighting. Today we'll try something new, so find an unused power strip. The technique we're learning today is its name. How can you defeat a Thai commando expert as an ordinary person?
I trust this guy because I have won because of this before, so you...
Having learned Kaftik and overhand from the previous lessons, let's start the third lesson on how to defeat a Thai commando fighter in combat. So shall I tell you? Absolutely impossible. Use your little common sense, or if you really think a regular person can beat a pro, then you should step back from this fight. Anyone who eats Taiko Vento's baked cake comes close to death. Because of the Taiko Vento, the footwork becomes much smoother and you also get powerful kicks. So a regular person cannot stand in front of a person with Taekwondo.
Till today, Masterov has not heard such things, so does this mean there is no way to defeat Taiwan, but I have to beat him or he will take over my YouTube channel?
A regular person can't beat a Taekwondo person in the ring, but it's different if it's a fight ring. It's happening outside. Have you forgotten that I am teaching you to fight, not that martial arts Taekwondo fighter is very easy to beat in street fight? You just have to make sure they don't use their feet. You have to control your environment. Do you think anyone can use your kicks outside the ring? Special then if surface. Be it a little wet or dangerous, all martial arts depend on the environment and Taekwondo is no different, so you should fight him where he can't use his feet.
That means I have to find a place where they can't use their feet or somewhere that's slippery. I have an idea that I will fight with him next month when it rains.
And when you have selected your location, your training starts. But before that, you will practice the old moves that you have learned earlier and you have to make them even more powerful so that they can work for you in difficult times.
Taekwondo kicks have increased. But if you need less space for the cough, then this can come in handy. And then we see 𝐿 practicing his old moves and starts training day and night. If it rains, then from that day onwards, On will not be able to use his kick well. But will I be able to beat him with my old moves?
But you still can't win even after all that effort. You only have a 5% chance of winning after doing all this, but I have a move that can take this chance up to 40%, which is tackle. Tackling is a move that martial artists hate who use kicks, so now you have to practice tackling. Is it too difficult to go to the gym or is it for you? Don't worry about practicing. We have water. We will train your muscles, hot lumps and stamina by using water resistors. You have to train your core muscles for tackling, so that's what you will do for the next month. If you still don't understand how to strengthen your core muscles, go somewhere and hang so that you can stretch your core muscles.
Only then Snapper and Goal come to 𝐿 house looking for him, and Snapper has turned on the live stream. Only then does he see 𝐿 hanging inside the cupboard, seeing which the Snapper gets scared and says, "Go ahead."
What are you doing?
Yes, I will use my core muscles. I'm finally working.
Why don't you go to Pakistan and do that?
Leave it all. Tell me, what are you doing here?
We have come here to live stream your training because we cannot sit in such a veil till the fight of the festival, so we will not have to put anything for our vaults till then.
Then Goyle said,
Yeah, well, what's this? Is this a garbage bag?
It says now win.
Your chances of winning are 40%, so let's then take it to 50%, and for that you have to train your abs.
Or the Snapper says,
𝐿 have all these exercises ruined your brain. By training abs, you will not be able to beat the fixed.
That's what Goyle says.
You are right for kids like you today. You don't understand anything. The back kick of Taekwondo is very dangerous. So if it touches you even a little, it hurts a lot. If you want to avoid them, you have to build a body that can withstand their blows.
And so Goal begins to hit 𝐿's abs by bringing it hard on his stomach to train. Hobiness.
Time makes me feel too jealous of you.
And then we see the day comes when the 𝐿 fight is going to happen, and 𝐿 thinks, like, I was told I trained like that, but will I really beat him? But I can't think like that because I believe in myself, and from above I have the no kick tag word. There is also an advantage. I have chosen a small street near my house where he will not be able to use his kicks well, and from above I had also checked the forecast that it is going to rain today. So because the ground is slippery, the fixed on will not be able to focus on his kicks, so please God make it rain today.
Have you heard the news? If the weather forecasters are not able to give correct news for 2 weeks, then it means that there will be no rain today, and that is a lot. I am much happier because our footage could have been ruined if it had rained. By the way, what's your secret plan?
This can't happen. Without rain, my plans will be ruined. Without rain, it is useless to fight in that place, and Sam Duck also said that if I can't stop a Taekwondo person with a kick, I can't live with it. Only then will 𝐿 win, or only then 𝐿 flees from him. I can't do this. That's what I'm leaving. Here, Tayan is very happy to see this live stream and says,
It seems that today I will win and become rich, so finally I should spend my money on whatever.
But then we see 𝐿 throwing water on him, and when it comes to it, it finally says it.
What are you doing?
So 𝐿 sprinkles water back around and says if you have to beat a Taekwondo fighter, you shouldn't give him a chance to use his kicks. If it doesn't rain today, I'll have to do it myself. Now they can't use their kicks. I can beat him, and then he expressed his frustration and tackled him, hitting him with a mocha and said,
How did you finally get the idea that I only use kicks?
After all, everything is blurry to me now.
I've been waiting so long for this fight, but please don't tell me that you're just...
𝐿 starts to hit, and Snapper thinks so. 𝐿?
That was the plan we had? Did you really think that you would win by throwing water like that?
So 𝐿 is seeing everything blurry, but he still doesn't give up, and we see he plays a strong calf of Tayan. 1 kills. I can use 𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐿 here with the help of these shoes because these are water shoes so that I will not slip in the water, and these will help me in the fight. If I tell the truth, I am in a lot of pain and I want to give up, and now I just have to do it for 3 more minutes so that we can put multiple aids in it, and with this, the link to your next episode should come on your screen. Click today to watch the next episode.